rooms, wonder what I gotta do. Who I'm supposed to be.
I don't wanna be anything other than me. That's like an ENFP theme song.
I came from the mountains, the crust of creation.
We're back in another time. It's gone very dark in this.
We've been here for hours.
We've been here for hours. You're only gonna see maybe 20 minutes of it, but there's been a lot of in between. We were recording for a straight 45 minutes with the camera off, and
so
that was some of the best stuff.
So much gold that y'all will never see.
We can't even recreate it. We can try. We did a challenges section. With favorite mood color, what mood do I see for Mackenzie? This could be related to Myers-Briggs. It could just be related to who she is as a person. And I would say that she's like a deep purplish red orange. Like if I were to think of her as like a color, it'd be like fiery, like red orange, but like flowing.
Lava kind of breaks the black ashy.
Exactly like that.
Cool. I agree. Kiwi Bird's mood color is 100% the color of like the sound of like it's like
I'm just a monk basically.
Deep purple blue, the color of space.
Ooh.
The color of like depth, infinitely like that kind of like expansiveness is like the inner mind of like the INFJ, which is like what's so attractive for ENFPs. Blah, 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 blah. People that are all over the place, blah blah blah. We want to like connect. Let's do it. And then you meet somebody that's like, you kind of bring home like the meaning of doing the things that you do on a daily basis, having those spread out and thinned out social interactions, so that you find that one person that like can help you like manifest yourself. Like it's so cool. Like even cool. Being with you for the short period of time that we've been like filming has been, it calms your senses. Like this is the first time I cracked my knuckles in over hours. It's like my nervous habit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just happening because I keep talking and don't know how to stop.
Yeah, and you're good at that. No, but it's the same thing, and she helps me externalize all the stuff. It's like, I think INFJs get self-conscious easily about like the stuff that goes on in their head, and I'm like, is this worth it to share with other people? And ENFPs are like those like freaking cheerleaders that are like, dude, this thing about you is so amazing, like put it out there, and I'm like, no, nobody wants to know about this stuff. And they're
no
like,
one can handle this stuff.
Next challenge category we have is decades.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Decades.
So, if Mackenzie here, my ENFP best friend, were to live in a different time period other than now, last 150 years, she would definitely be 60s to early 70s. We're talking all-out Afro, we're talking funkadelic, bass, guitar.
Transition between early Beatles to late Beatles.
Yeah.
Let me be there.
It's like free flow, like love and like peace and advocacy, and like that's just like who I think of as you. You're just like, no one gets left behind, like ever. Yeah, just like bring in all my friends, bring in all the. It's so funny. Like we're so different.
You
like
know
she can bring in the masses, and I can bring in singular people at a time.
And then once they all are here, she's like, and that's the beauty of it. Group, I can do the group. She
does the group
can
dynamic.
Do that individual eye to eye thing that is like whatever got me to be her best friend for life. And if my best friend Angie lived in any decade, it would have to be one that allowed for a lot of goddamn personal time. And I would have to say it'd be the Seattle grunge scene of the 90s, because aside from the black choker and the black shirt and her signature look and the black nails, I mean, the void of color is symbolic of the creativity and the explosions of the mind that are occurring for you.
I've never thought of it like that.
Why would you present yourself like a colorful spectrum when...
I don't know, I don't.
When how you see yourself is... I mean, think about it.
I've never thought of it like that.
If it's too much for other people to handle, why would you come off like a flamboyant X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
When I'm looking for that depth, I'm going to come off as all these things to attract the kind of people that I want, right? Like...
She does. She dresses in like...
I usually now ever wear black. This is my work uniform, bro. And it isn't even...
This is our INTP best friend, our best friend. This is his shirt.
Anyone know an INTP that likes Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like below.
Best outlets.
Anne Arundel Mall. Best outlets. Realistically now.
Realistically,
What's
we're
your best
never
outlet,
realistic.
Kiwi? What do you do?
Music. Music is my outlet. Listening to music. My music taste is very like. It's really weird. It's like
all over
the music that I don't. It's all over the place.
Yeah,
but like my
for
home
real.
base of music is like very like it's like weird. It's like this folky, like electronic, like mystical, like weird thing that makes you feel like it's. People describe it as sad. Like my music taste is like almost like light and sad and like melancholy, but it's like beautiful to me. It's like this like oneness
It makes
that I
you feel some type of way.
It's
not
not
music you get hammered to when you're really depressed. Unless you want to go down a sad path.
Yeah, and that's not me. It's more like I want to feel like it's like late at night. I could like
I want to feel.
I want to feel. Music helps me feel. That's my outlet, basically. Or creating something that like expresses like things that I might feel or see, and I don't even know I'm feeling them to like put them out in the world.
I would even say the product of your labor and the fruit of your labor is something of like the best outlet. Like to see like when you send me the video you finally make after like recording for 4 days at this event.
Mm-hmm.
Almost that culmination, that beautiful video is like makes the stress that you went through worth it, and in that way you're kind of like
like that's my outlet.
This is me, like I did that. In terms of like creative outlets, which is like for me like we're both like pretty like
we're both
artistic individuals. We're artists
types.
as people, so that's very important. But the type of expression that is very good for me was theater. Was amazing. Like I miss it every day. Theater was very good, and I was very in love with it, and it was like.
Because you could play into like
you can do anything you want. I can imagine any role somebody described to me. I like felt the empathy of the feelings and the childhood that person had or something, and then there you are like just pretending. You know, it was almost like pretending. Like for one moment, like when I crave so bad is to that escapism, that ability to escape the constant reflection on the reality I see around me, right? Because that's like where I function the most. Is just like this whole big wide world is like all these things, and like to be able to escape and know for sure I am a therapist, I'm 45 years old, I'm a man, I'm Hispanic, that's my role.
She can play it so
then that's
well.
me, and then that's the only thing I have to worry about in that moment. Live music, singing, anything where like I can feel the feedback of other people, which is funny because I paint a lot, but I don't. But no one sees. I don't get any sort of feedback out of that.
They're very
in the
personal
same way.
to you. Your paintings and your writing is very personal to you.
Yeah, writing is nothing that I would like
that
publish.
You would outlet. Yeah, it is an outlet.
Even the painting is very obviously like.
Yeah, her paintings are very like abstract and like they would like you can art is art and you make whatever assumptions you want about the picture, whatever makes it meaningful to you, but her art is like, I can tell it's like some like deep thing that's going on in her head. It's an emotional tie. But what I think ultimately like what an ENFP partner would bring in my life, like what she already does for me is like she's asking, what do I bring to like this friendship and like our dynamic? And I don't think ENFPs, like they know, but they don't know. If you're an INFJ, you might know or relate that sometimes it's a very dark place for us in our heads. And I try to exude optimism most of the time, and I need that push forward sometimes to keep going and to feel like juiced up in a sense, and to keep my creativity flowing and to keep pursuing my dreams. And sometimes I'm like, what's the point, like no one feels as these things are as meaningful as I feel that they are, and no one searches for meaning like I do, and that's an ignorant thought to have, because there are people out there, I just haven't met them yet. And what the ENFP does for me and what she does for me, it's like lightens this load. It's like I have this burden that I carry on my back and I don't even realize I have it until like we hang out, and it's like there's so much like laughter and energy, and like I hope you can see it in this video. I'm trying to keep my composure because we could just literally go off on a tangent, and there's just a lightness that ENFPs bring into my life that they're like, you're an amazing person. Because I think sometimes INFJs, or I do, I don't want to speak for all of them, feel like we're like not bad people, but we don't see all the good things that we do, and it's like we're like, you know, I'm not that special. I don't feel that special, and it's like ENFPs
but you are
see
that
us as
special.
like
You are that special.
and
people
ENFPs
choose you
could
over
be
others.
friends. Yeah, and ENFPs could be friends with anybody. Like they like show their love is like so abundant that they love like almost everybody. And sometimes I think people have a hard time. People have a hard time differentiating between how much love the ENFP is actually showing. But like INFJs can sense that, and they're like, the ENFP's love for the INFJ is so deep. And we know that when they give that love to us, it's so treasured, because we're like, this is their.
It will reinvent your idea of yourself in the world.
It does.
And it should.
It does.
And
it's so much. It's so genuine, and it's so authentic. It fills me up with inspiration and joy and laughter and lightheartedness, and I'm like, the world isn't so heavy. Like I see her and she's like, and things are deep for the ENFP. The ENFP feels things super deeply, and there are dark places, but they just want you to feel good and want you to feel happy, that they're willing to go to great lengths to make you feel happy and joy at a sacrifice from themselves. And the INFJ does that too.
But the INFJ is always doing that, and that's the thing. To see somebody that thinks their primary role is to do that for other people is like, it's dumbfounding for an ENFP, because of how that person, that INFJ, must have been taken for granted in the past. It must have not been fully understood or fully appreciated, or in any way even had like that kind of like strong, like the fact that an INFJ, that my Kiwi bird, thinks that to me, I'm a good friend to her, is like, it's like the best thing in the universe to me. Like I have nurtured our friendship so that she could feel the freedom to express herself here and now in this video, and like to see it come to fruition is the most awesome experience ever. And it's so selfless, because for the first time in my life, it's not about me. It's not about my accomplishments or what I have done with someone else. It's about the thing, the more important message, something about somebody else that means more to me than myself and my own ego. Like it's such a beautiful and humbling thing to have a friend that really, that you can talk to on this level. And it might not be Myers-Briggs for everybody, but it definitely is for a lot of people.
So we'll wrap this super long video up.
But if you're out there and you're watching this video, you probably give a goddamn about the Myers-Briggs personality test. And all I will say is, every time you meet someone, have them take the test.
You don't want to advocate that.
Why not?
Because the test isn't always accurate.
What then? Go on. You go. Because I was about to say some dumb shit.
No. You say what you want. I cut you off.
Every time I meet somebody, I got that infectious personality.
She does. She has a very infectious
Some
personality.
people know for a fact they hate me the first time they meet me. I avoid those people.
She's polarizing.
But there are some people that don't really mind me when they first meet me. They just think I come off strong.
She comes off strong.
Those are the people I like. Those are the people I will say, take the Myers-Briggs personality test. You probably got that NF in you. You probably
I can see your NF.
I can see it. I see that creativity brewing under your brows, man. If you get a chance to meet an INFJ best friend, meet them and be their best friend.
We love you guys. You guys like adopt us. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the INFJ just like keeps to themselves and goes out and does their thing, and they're like, no,
we're like,
touch
I
me.
want to foster that one.
Where are the papers? Let me sign them. We used to make videos as kids together, and they'd be parody videos, and we'd make fun of people, and we used to
DM
post
her for the account.
You're never getting those videos.
But let us know what you want to see, what you want to know.
And yeah, so we'll do future videos together. We always like do weird and crazy stuff when we're together. And
I'll be back.
she'll be back. If you want her back, let me know. She'll be back
while she's asleep and